Okay, this is from the Hubble telescope. You can see where it's Orion, the Sword Nebula. Here's the nebula itself, and we're going to concentrate on this square right here, deep down inside this nebula. And this same picture has been shown by Hubble, James Webb, Keck. Oh. And this is the same thing. This picture was over my bed for 3 years before I really saw what was in it. So we'll discuss that in a little bit. Let me get this back a little. There you go. And this is from the Keck telescope of the same area. You can see there's the mother rock in one picture, and in another picture is right there. This is a famous one Ryan and I love so much, where it shows the stars in the plasma cloud. Now, the reason this one doesn't show the plasma cloud is because it's buried behind all this dust here. But this is in infrared, so you can see the cloud behind it. But now, I'm going to show you scalability. First, you already know how the Fibonacci series and golden ratio work. And here's what we got. That is the bass clef. That is the treble clef. You're dealing with two different forces here. And this is what the bass clef and the treble clef really are. One is a graph, and the other is the inversion of it. Both are numbers for the same thing, Fibonacci series. So here we have an outward bound and an inward bound force working together. And it took me a long time before I discovered that that was there. But what always puzzled me about this picture was this right here. I didn't know what the heck that was. And one day I'm looking at this and I realized that all of these lines here are what these stars are refracting on. If you could see better, you could see a line through the clouds right here and right here at the intersection of these lines. These are layers being put out by this mother rocks. You see the layers. I'll call it a baby rock because it only has a plasma jet coming out one side right now. The other one hasn't started. Okay, we got the rock, we got the position, we got the fake stars. Now, how do we explain this here? Huh? Guess what? Do you see it yet? This whole picture here describes by this. The same mathematical formula that made this object I'm holding in my hand. In fact, made my hand itself. The lines and everything in it are all prescribed by it. I'll touch on that later. But let's concentrate on this right now. That's what I said. This right here really confused me until I saw it right here on the conch shell. There it is on the third lobe. An opening to the outside. Well, it turns out in these shells, that opening is an excretory dung. This is its asshole. That's where it pumps out all waste from inside this shell. While the living tissue is in there, this is how it gets rid of the excrement, through here. And wow, that's funny. But let's examine this a little bit. That's the third one. There's the first one going there. And then all of a sudden, this second one matches here. Third one matches there. Excuse my bumble fingers. Let's go back where we were. Third one match here. This is a lousy picture because I just can't get it focused in right with this cheap ass camera, but I'll work with it. Fourth one matches here. Fifth one. Look at this. Tell me this doesn't mean anything to you when I can turn that right there. Well, what do you see there? I kind of see the same thing. This matches the other one. Comes on around here. Comes around. Keeps coming around. And guess what? What's at the bottom of it? The layers. And underneath here is where... So, we have... This rock started out, blew off the back side of it here. Rolled around, and in doing so created every single point because of the back and forth motion of this force we're dealing with. Come all the way around to here. And look at there. Of course, it matches everything there. And you're going to say, oh, well, all the scholarly people out there say, oh, man, you're just seeing things in there. Oh, that isn't real. That doesn't exist. Except I kept getting confused by this feature here. Now, I knew what it was. This is a magnetic sweep coming around here. You'll also use the same thing in our galaxy, where these lines form the magnetic forces. It's spinning around. This whole thing's spinning around. As it does so, that's the wave going around the outside of it that creates all this. Don't believe me? Well, why don't we just take the conch shell, here's another one, and break it open. What do you see inside? You see the 22-degree angle of the sweep, and you also see that it is the force that made this inner cone. So we have the shape itself, the natural combination of these two forces, and I'm showing you the outside force that creates what it is. Thank you.